Good morning, everybody. Hey, y'all. This is a topic that I feel like a lot of people at some point either has going through, or they pretty much know somebody in the situation. And my thing is, let the dysfunction in your family go. There's so many levels of dysfunction that can be in people's families. From maybe you got a lot of people that's drunks, you might got a lot of people that get high, you might even just got a lot of just sexual immortality going on in your family. Like, you probably got a lot of people that shoot incest. You might got incest going, I hate to say, you might got incest going on in your family. You might got like a lot of guys that don't know their manhood, and they just just sleeping here and everywhere with all kind of women, including your father or your mother. Your mother the same way. You might got a sleazy mom to where she's pretty much sleeping with any and everybody, and it's so much things that you can mention that is pretty much dysfunctional for either you as a child, you coming up, or other children, or people, period. And even if you're not a child, just as a person, because even when you grown, nobody gets used to seeing things that is dysfunctional. Nobody wants to see their family members bickering and just fighting and stuff, going to jail. Because a lot of times, a lot of people, they just want to love each other as a family. They want to keep the family reunions going. They want, if they see their mom, be able to get a good old mama hug. Or if they see Pops, Pops can sit down and give them good life advice in a respectable way, to where you're not sitting here going at your father's throat because either your father wasn't there, or he used to mistreat your mother, or he just don't respect women, including your mother. So my thing is, a lot of things, if you work on in persistence, and if you just renew yourself and renew your mind, you can be the start of the change for letting go of that dysfunction in your family. I think I said this before, to where sometimes all it takes is that one family member to start the change. So let's just say, for instance, a lot of people in your family, nobody never graduated high school. You ain't got nothing but dropouts in your family. But you say, you know what? My family is so crazy. I'm just so tired of living like this. You know what? I'm not going to be like everybody else. I'm going to graduate. I am going to graduate high school, and I'm going to be different. So you starting the change. You starting to break those chains, and then take it a step further. I'm not just going to graduate high school. Oh, goodness. Can I go to college? You know what? I'm going to graduate college, because I know if I ain't got nobody that graduated high school in my family, pretty sure nobody's went to college, because you got to be able to start to graduate high school in order to start college. You know what? I don't graduate college. So you graduate college, boom, starting it. And sometimes, like, a lot of people, and especially like in families, they say that their environment is not 100% reasons why some people do what they do. But for some people, I think it is. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes you are what you see, you are what you hear, you are what you eat. So if all you seeing is dysfunction, all you seeing is men in your family mistreating women, all you seeing is men in your family be violent towards women, all you see women in your family doing is sleeping around with everybody, all you seeing women in your family doing is running the streets, like, all you see is just nothing positive. I mean, sometimes some people is just not that strong to do other than what they see. It's called influence. Just like I'm influencing you with these words, influence is deep. Influence can go from words, it can go from symbols, it can go just from just like people knowing how to read you. And once they read you and they learn to spit game or put game on you, and sometimes family members will game you. Family members will game you, and a lot of times most family members don't even really care about you. And if they do care about you, they have a crazy way of showing it. And like I said, I learned so much from doing my YouTube channel. I've learned so much about people. Like, it's so many comments, so many messages, and all the messages across the board. that I've learned a lot of things that I've been talking about, and if it did pertain to me, I realized I'm not by myself. I am really not by myself in a lot of things that I thought I was going through. I thought I was alone. I realized I'm not. So that being said, I really see that you got some people that are lonely because of the dysfunction in a family. You got some people that's battling with just not having nobody, including myself. And the crazy thing is, it's like, you can have what's called a lot of family. Like, you can have tons of brothers and sisters. You can have a mom and dad. You can have tons of uncles, tons of cousins, tons of this and that. But you would not think that you had tons of anything, because when it boiled down to it, who do you have to run to? Nobody. When stuff hit the fan, who's there to pick you up? Nobody. But I got tons of this and tons of that and tons of this. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of the dysfunctional stuff, so many people are so used to tearing each other down. A lot of people are such the crab mentality, to where it's not no one, each one teach one, or hey, if you fall, I'm going to pull you up. And nobody's trained like that anymore. And it's not even just in families. This is just in people. And it's sad when it goes to family, because you would think that blood is thicker than water. And sometimes it gets so crazy that a lot of people in the families, if they do step out to do right, they'll do right by people that's not even related to them. So instead of families sticking together to change the dysfunction and to change their culture or to change how their family is going, they'll do the change with somebody that's not even related. And sometimes you can understand it, because sometimes some people are traumatized by things that happen in their family, to where that is their escape and that is their way to change themselves. And sometimes you do have to, you have to get to a point to where you can't say, well, that's my family, man, you know, that's blood. But if blood is pulling you down, if blood is not keeping positivity in your life, if blood is just so destructive in your life, then you have to walk away. You have to get the strength and walk away. And sometimes it's hard, because sometimes when you have to walk away from family, sometimes you can almost feel like an orphan. Like, an orphan is somebody where they've been put up for adoption. Sometimes they don't know who their family is, and they just really don't have no family. You can feel like a damn orphan, because sometimes I feel like an orphan sometimes. Sometimes I be feeling like an orphan, because like I said, when things hit the fan, I ain't got a lot of people I can call. I do not have a lot of people that I can pick the phone up. You know what? I'm in a real bad situation. Can I do this and that? Then can you help me out? Come save me, please. I used to call my mother for it, but now that my mother's gone, who do I have? I can't call nobody for jack. So, like I said, I just feel like everything in life is just geared on making sure that you have strong mental, strong mind, and even down to strong physical, because if you're not healthy, that can make things harder for you too, to cope and to let go of things that's, you know, taking you down your life. So you have to renew your mind with positive people, renew your mind with positive, like, self-help book, motivational videos. Like, just keep a bunch of positive energy around you in order to get you out of what you used to, which is that dysfunction in your family, like the drugging, the drinking, the sexing, the just negativity of pulling each other down. Like, come on, let that go. Put it down. Put it down. You don't have to pick that baton up of negativity from your family. You can put that down and walk away. If your family don't realize a good person that you are, whether you a good brother, a good sister, you know, you a good mother, you a good son, you a good daughter, good cousin, good uncle, good aunt, and they cannot appreciate you, that you trying to genuinely come with love for the family, sorry, you're going to have to let it go. And it's going to hurt. You're going to have some days where you're going to have anger issues, because you're like, damn, like, I got my family, but these motherfuckers don't appreciate me. They don't appreciate me. They don't love me. Like, I go around, and every time I go around, they either using me, or they disrespecting me, or we arguing, we fighting. Like, come on, man. Like, we supposed to be family. Like, blood ain't thicker than water. Only way I say blood thicker than water, my dad told me this. He said the only way really blood is thicker than water is that eventually you come back to each other. So that don't mean that you treat each other right or anything. It just means that you can't completely stay away from each other. And sometimes you do, but for the most part, you won't go look for your dad. You won't go look for your mom. You might even want to go look for your sister or brother. At some point, you at least just want to see them suckers just to make sure they okay, and then go about your business. That's why I feel like there's a saying. Some people that you just can't deal with, whether it's your family or not, learn to love them mother suckers from a distance. I can love you, but I ain't gotta be around you. I can love your tail from a distance. I will love you from a distance because I can't deal with this crap. I'm trying to do better things in my life. I ain't got time to sit here and have to deal. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I ain't partying. I ain't into all that crazy stuff. I'm trying to do better in my life. So whether you family or not, if you're not on the same path I am, please keep it moving. Please keep it. Ain't nobody trying to be bougie, this and that and the third. But if you don't want good for yourself, whether it's family or not, nobody's going to want that for you. You have to be the person that take your power of your life back into your hands and learn to go and get what you want, because life is so short. So many people is getting murdered. So many people is dying of crazy illnesses. Like, it's so much stuff going on that today, tomorrow, I was surprised yesterday, is not even promised. So you cannot live every day trying to hold on to dysfunction, whether it's dysfunction in your marriage, whether it's dysfunction in your immediate family as far as your mom and dad, sisters and brothers. Like, if they don't benefit you and they're tearing you down, it's time to tear away and leave them suckers alone. So, all right, guys, I hope this touched somebody. I hope this helps somebody. You guys have a lovely day. I do not feel like getting back to work, but it's that time to get back to work. So, love y'all. Deuces.